What's up YouTube? This is Bystander X79 guys. Today I'm coming to you with my latest deck profile video. It is my Turbo Elemental Hero deck profile for the September 2018 ban list. Alright, this deck is fast, it can recur resources, and it can give your opponent all sorts of problems. Without further ado, we're going to get right into things. Alright. So of course we're going to start off with the single copy of Elemental Hero Stratos. Came back off the ban list in September, and I rejoiced. Normal or special summon them, you either search a hero monster from your deck to your hand, or you can destroy spell and trap cards on the field equal to the number of other Elemental Hero monsters that you control. So good. So good. I've been using its second effect, back or destruction effect, a lot more recently, so he's very useful. Alright, for the speed, for some more speed of the deck, I got 2 copies of Bubble Man. You don't really want 3 because if you open up with 3, you're gonna not be able to get any of them out. Having 2 is just fine. Basically, when you don't have any other cards in your hand, you can special summon this guy on the field. And anytime in this game when you can special summon a monster onto the field, it just helps build your boards. Whether it be Xyz, Link, Fusion. Alright. 3 copies of Elemental Hero Neos Alias. Alright, this guy is a level 4 Gemini monster, so it counts as a normal monster while it's face up on the field until you summon it a second time. But ultimately, he's kind of like the linchpin because you want to turn around and see this guy like he's got a 1900 attack point body. You want to get him onto the field because you're going to be using him for a lot of diffusions. Alright. 3 copies of Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Alright, this is the Goblin Bird for the hero archetype. Normal summon this guy out. He special summons another level 4 hero monster from your hand right to the field, which is awesome. If he's ever sent to the field, to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon a hero monster from your graveyard to your field, which just adds just a little bit more consistency to the deck. Alright, now to help out with this deck, I do run 1 copy of Shan Squire. It pairs well with Solid Soldier over here because you tune both of these together to go into Nat Beast, which is awesome just to help shut down spells. And then for the last little bit of spicy tech I have 2 copies of Dynamite Prankatops. Basically, again, it's just like Bubble Man getting that extra monster on the field. This helps so much in the way with the current game is like. It also has a quick effect which can offer spot removal, which is even better. Alright, now yeah, it's not searchable, but just being able to drop this guy onto the field and have a 2600 attack point body does help out this deck a lot instead of having Honest News have to sit in your hand. Also, it's level 7, so whenever TCG Konami decides to drop the BLS link, we have that option for this deck then. Alright, spells. 2 copies of Call by the Grave. Gotta run this in every deck now. It's the anti-hand trap spell card, but it can also shut down any other monster effects by banishing it from the graveyard. Another copy of that card from the graveyard, which is awesome. Alright. 3 copies of Emergency Call because you want to search your heroes. I run 3 copies of Miracle Fusion because I tend to be fusing from the grave a lot more often than anything else. I just find this the better fusion card for this particular build. 1 copy of Monster Reborn because you will be sending monsters to the graveyard. It helps combo extend, and this recurs your resources. Moon Mirror Shield. This is to turn on go along with Isolde to get She and Squire onto the field. If they are drawn to this card, just equip it to a monster you're about to link off into Isolde. Its effect will allow you to pay 500 points to get it to the bottom of your deck, and then you can just mill it off there. Alright, 3 copies of Pot of Duality because you want to dig into your deck to find what you need for the situation. Yeah, it does cost you special summons, but a lot of times you're not going to have to worry about that. 1 copy of Reinforcement Army, because the majority of monsters in this deck are all warriors. 1 copy of Super Poly, because fusion summoning on your opponent's turn is just plain goddamn awesome. Especially if you can utilize your opponent's monsters as well. 2 copies of Twin Twisters. Basically, this is for back row hate and to help load up the graveyard with his discard effect cost. For traps, 3 copies of Back to the Front. I like this card a lot more than Call of the Hunted because it's a normal trap, so you can chain it to your opponent's spell or trap destruction, and basically they waste resource trying to get rid of a card. 2 copies of Bottomless Trap Hold to help keep monsters off the field. 2 copies of Mirror Force, because the OG Mirror Force, because you want to basically just get rid of your opponent's monsters at times. And then, of course, I have the Solemn package, which is 1 Solemn Judgment. Pay half your life points to negate a summon of a monster, the activation of a spell or a trap card, which is just plain awesome. It helps win duels a lot with this deck. 2 copies of Solemn Strike, because monster effects and inherit summonings are things, and this blocks both. And then last but not least, 1 copy of Solemn Warning, basically to block any summons that actually do start changed. Alright, for the extra deck, I run 1 copy of Extra Hero Wonder Driver. This guy is actually the better of the 2 hero links. Whenever a hero monster is normal or special summoned to a zone this guy points to, you're able to turn around and look for a polymerization spell card, a fusion spell card, or a change spell card and set it to your field. So this guy can actually recycle your Miracle Fusions and your Super Poly in this deck. So he makes him so important to this deck. And it only costs you 2 hero monsters, which is awesome. Alright, mentioned her a few times. 2 copies of Isolde. I mean, you can't run a warrior deck without her in it. All you really need is 1. 2 warriors go into her. She can search out another warrior to add to your hand on summon, and then pitches an equip spell to get out a monster equal to the number of equip spells you send. So I only have Moon Mirror Shield. I already explained the combo. Send it to the graveyard, get Shan Squire, use Shan Squire with Solid Soldier for Nat Beast. Alright, Link 4s, Borlo Dragon. I can't tell you how good this card is. It helped me get out so many jabs with this deck. Just being able to steal your opponent's monster and be able to swing with it the same turn is just huge. And then Boral Sword Dragon for OTK potential. That's come up a lot with this deck as well. That's the links. We're going to go into the Xyz. Yeah, Abyss Dweller. Very good, especially since I have Bubble Man in this deck. Beefs up this monster's attack a little bit more. And it can also prevent graveyard effects from going off, which is actually kind of big right now. Alright, Castell, Skybuster, and a Musketeer. Basically a walking compulsory evacuation device if you detach 2 materials, or you can use it as a Book of Moon by detaching 1. Both Castell and Abyss Dweller are also water and wind attributes, which means you can actually use them as fusion materials for some of your other fusion monsters in this deck, in this extra deck. Of course, last but not least, I also want Exciton Knight. Board wipe. As long as your opponent has more cards on the field in their hand than you can wipe them out. Alright. Nat Beast, because it shuts down spell cards. And then for the fusions, a lot of Earth tributes, so I only run 1 Elementar guy because it's pretty much an effect that goes off whenever it's summoned. Cuts a monster's attack, one of your opponent's monsters' attacks by half, but then it gains that attack, which is actually pretty cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a Boral Sword there, but there's the fusion version of it. Great turnaround play. I run 1 copy of Elemental Hero Absolute Zero because, let's face it, this guy is actually pretty huge, and if he ever leaves the field, he wipes your opponent's board of all their monsters, so that's why he's there. 2 copies of Elemental Hero The Shining. Power boosts itself by 300 attack for every banished hero monster. With Miracle Fusion in this deck, it's going to get pretty big. I've gotten them up to at least above 4200 attack at times. It's so good. And another cool option is that whenever it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can actually target 2 of your banished hero monsters and add them back to your hand. So even if you lose this guy off the field, you're getting something back. Alright. Elemental Hero, Great Tornado. Basically, if you need to cut all your opponent's monsters' attacks by half, summon this guy out, he does that. And I run Vision Hero Trinity. It takes 3 hero monsters. I know it's a bit more of an investment, but he comes out, he gets big, he actually gets double the attack, 2,500 goes up to 5,000, and he can attack 3 times with that, so, yeah. You can swing from game with that. And then, of course, you have Vision Hero Adoration. It's target another Vision Hero, target one of your opponent's monsters, and that monster that you targeted loses attack equal to the one that you used for its effect. Alright guys, that's it for my Turbo Hero build for the September 2018 ban list. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Enable notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Guys, I'm at 89 subscribers right now. Please subscribe to the channel. Once I hit 100, I'm going to start doing giveaways. The first giveaway is going to be for a box full of the Soul Fusion Special Editions. It's not one of those little packs that has the three boosters, and no, it's a whole box which has like 24 of those packs in them. Make sure to subscribe, spread the word, and guys, until next time, peace.